This is Iman Gadzhi, or his government name, Iman Gadzhi.
That's not his real name.
Do you know what my actual last name is? Gadzhi.
Oh, nice. Vibing on the water. Okay, I gotta go finish the video.
Think old money in a young body. This man built a multi-million-dollar business, a very successful YouTube channel, and has lived a lifetime full of memories, and he's not even legally allowed to rent a car in the US yet. I watch quite a bit of Iman. I don't really even watch too much YouTube, but I love this man. I even made my mom and my dad sit down with me when he released his Uncovering the Puppet Masters series. I like what he's doing. But what's even more epic is the rocky montage that he's been living out and documenting on YouTube for years. But I want to share with you the greatest thing that Iman has given his audience. And it's not just motivation, but rather by the decisions that he's made in the macro of the types of businesses that he goes all in on. You can see the philosophy behind the decisions that he's making, and it's really, really interesting. But I do think we should back up a little bit. We need to understand the greater context. So let's talk about farming. Peter, what the hell are we talking about? I thought this was a video about Iman Gadzhi or Gadzhi or whatever. It's actually a really good point, and I guess I'll get around to that. Let's say that you own a plot of land. There's actually a way that you can profit off that land without ever farming yourself. This is a concept called sharecropping. You can lend out your land to a particular tenant in exchange for them sharing a portion of their harvest with you. This is kind of the idea behind advertising. Essentially, the person paying for the advertising would be paying from the portion of their revenue that they would be generating just kind of in advance to the person who owns the attention in the first place. This idea of digital sharecropping is really how most attention is monetized on the internet today. You can either be a tenant on the land, doing all the work, keep a portion of the harvest, or you can own the land, you keep a portion of the harvest. Both are totally legitimate business models, and Iman Gadzhi needed to understand both in order for him to be as successful as he is right now. He was running a digital marketing agency where he would do things like Google ads or Facebook ads, and the way that he was generating income was that his agency was renting attention from all of those different platforms. And Iman did very well, but he did something else as well, right? He started his YouTube channel, and as that was gaining attention organically, now, he was renting attention through his agency, and he was owning attention through his YouTube channel. When he stopped doing his agency and moved full-time on the education company, now the attention that he owns is being used to teach other people how to rent attention. And that idea of leveraging the renting of attention to start building yourself the asset of owning attention so that you can build a larger asset. It's really, really smart from a business perspective. Iman is a genius, and he's not the only one who's ever done it before, but he figured it out at a really young age. When I look at this entire orchestra of what's actually going on, my mind is just blown. This guy is 23, and he's figured out how to leverage attention into an asset, and he's done a pretty damn good job at it. And so owning attention is not inherently better than renting attention. It just comes down to how well you're able to master it and to use it to your advantage. So how can we apply this idea of digital sharecropping into our own lives and our businesses? You can take the approach of, if you have a small business, you can rent attention through social media or Google ads or things like that. Gain new customers, and you can increase your revenue that way. Or you can go the long way and start building up your brand and your local reputation. That attention that you'd be building organically would do very well for your business if the eyeballs that you're attracting are the kinds of people that you want to do business with. And it's really about finding the balance between these two things, because both are very good approaches, and by neglecting one, you might be inadvertently cutting yourself off from what might be the better path for the way that you like to do business, or the business model itself, or the industry. There's all of these different factors at play, and you really just have to try your hand at both and find the balance between these two things. If you would ask Iman, is it better to rent or own attention? He would probably respond with yes, because it's both. The key to success in this online world is to not only master both, that is necessary, but then also learn how to use one to benefit the other. They both have their place in a successful business strategy, but it's important to learn the strengths and limitations of each one of these different approaches, because in the long run, it will not only help to attract new customers, but create loyal customers that prop you up because they're just such a big fan of you. There's way more to learn on this topic, and I know that as I'm figuring it out, I'll continue to share. So if you've made it this far, thanks for watching, and if your last name rhymes with Gadzhi, I want to let you know that I admire you not only for what you've accomplished, but for who you strive to be. And who knows, maybe one day we can meet up and be friends. Feel free to follow along as I continue to make more of these types of videos. These types of things are just the thoughts that I carry with me on a regular basis. And so my channel is meant to share those thoughts and whatever wisdom the 21-year-old that I am might accidentally run into. Find me on LinkedIn here. Keep up the hustle. Let's grow together. And may God bless you.